to the safeguard these people?
It is time that our leaders and all the activists and all the global bodies, international bodies, to realize what is happening in Afghanistan.
Mr. Indika, before we start, let's listen to one of the daughters scream in the airport that she want to leave the Afghan country. So let's listen to her voice and how she is screaming.
Family, help! Family, help! I want to help family! Taliban,
Now what do you think about this situation? The America was keep their foot in that country, but now they are suddenly leave the country without worrying about what happened to those people. You heard how screamer of the lady, young woman. Exactly, it's a mentally suffering for us. I don't know how the situation around that Afghanistan now. What do you think in the primarily most virtuous people living in this area? I think more than 17 countries converted to the Islam nearly 1,000 years ago, I think if I am right, from the Sri Lanka. What we have to tell to the main leaders in the UN and other countries, what kind of action they should take towards to the safeguard these people and towards the counter-terrorism especially, because this is terrorizing the people. What do you think about that one from the point of view? Which message you want to grant from the Sri Lanka to, as you are civilian in this country, which message you want to tell to these world leaders?
Thank you very much for inviting me for this discussion. First of all, I'd like to draw our attention on Buddha's teaching. The Buddha, as a bodhisattva, his determination was to end suffering of the humankind, of the mankind. Based on Buddha's teaching, as Buddhists, we have an inseparable responsibility to address this issue. Once a Buddhist empire, now beyond words, it is time that our leaders and all the activists and all the global bodies, international bodies, to realize what is happening in Afghanistan. Soon it will take place in Pakistan, and within a few months it will come to India through Jammu and Kashmir. The suffocation is immense. It is beyond words. So it is time that world leaders focus on Buddha's teaching and then try to resolve this, end suffocation in these countries, who control, these fundamentalists control and free these countries. It is our inseparable responsibility that we can't look away from Kabul. We can't take away our attention from Kabul, because the responsibility that the Buddha has given to us is to end suffering.
Then Indika, tell us that frankly, what is the final message that you give into the world leaders from your point of view?
Yes, my message to the world leaders is that stop doing errors things. First, global bodies need to, all the international community, all the countries in the world must get together and discuss root cause of this problem. We have suffered enough. This cannot be continued. This cannot be allowed to continue into the 21st century. We will see that the emergence of the Asian millennium, especially Buddhism, is an Asian religion, a philosophy taught by the Buddha, and we have tried, many countries have tried to stop this extremism, religious terrorism, but every time for the last so many centuries they have failed. So it is now that we take a firm decision to look into the root cause as taught by the Buddha. So without wasting any more time, I request the United Nations and all the member countries listen to Buddha's message and the teaching. And based upon that, there is a resolution for this problem. And we can stop this suffering and spreading this violence, this terror into other parts. And here, including the countries suffering from this religious terrorism, especially the Islamic terrorism. So thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Indika. Thank you so much.
ما به بی اهمیت هستیم، چون که توی ایران افغانستان بودیم می آمدیم. من نمیتونم یک لحظه حتی اشکام نگه دارم، مجبورم هی تمیزشون کنم تا تونستم یه همچین ویدیویی رو بگیرم. کسی به ما اهمیت نمیده و ما توی تاریخ هم میمیریم. خیلی خنده دار.